What an ultimate indulgence. In the icy and snowy land at -30 degrees Celsius, man, however, lived in his own RV. The temperature inside is as high as 20 degrees Celsius. Moreover, all living facilities are available. Even in the wild, they can achieve self-sufficiency. This man looks just like Dava. He was already driving his little house. The car has been wandering around for more than 2 years. Because my family's ancestral surname is Wong, so everyone calls him Lao Ren. As a daredevil camping enthusiast, I heard there will be a rare heavy snowfall tonight. So he decided to go to the highest peak of the mountain. Experience an extreme snow camping trip. Old Ren drove excitedly towards the mountaintop. At first, there was only a thin layer of white mist. As visibility gradually decreased, the interior is also beginning to be covered by a vast expanse of white snow. As we approached the summit, he felt it was as if I had stumbled into a world at the beginning of chaos. The scene outside was terrifying just to look at. So he kept encouraging himself in his mind. After making full mental preparations, he resolutely opened the car door. In an instant, the biting cold wind was like a series of ice knives from Ruid, the merciless stab aimed at his small body. He looked around. Those weathered ice and snow, firmly attached to the wooden stake. It is more than 10 centimeters thick. The ground was as hard as sheet metal. Faced with such an environment, he realized he wasn't that good. So he quickly turned on the gas, preparing to turn on the heater in the RV. However, the heating system seems to have malfunctioned. After inspection, it was discovered that the strong winds outside were too fierce. This prevents the ventilation in the heating system from forming a return flow. So he quickly turned the RV around. The adjacent building can be used as shelter. Only then did the heating system successfully start. At the same time, the water heater in the bathroom also. It can function normally. For safety reasons, Old Ren installed a signal device outside. After all, in this desolate place, information acquisition can be considered a low-factor method. Even in the event of an emergency, you can also choose to run directly. After everything is ready, then you can officially start the recording mode. As a native-born foreigner, he first carefully brewed himself a fragrant cup. Overflowing coffee. Go with the flow. They also arranged a steaming bowl of curry noodles. However, for elderly people who enjoy extreme thrills, perhaps food is what he sees. It's just a way to fill your stomach, isn't it? The restless old man, after filling his stomach, I couldn't wait to get outdoors again. However, during the meal, only the surface of the car was visible. A thick layer of ice has formed. Even icicles appeared at some of the edges. The biting wind stung the old man's face. He felt as if immersed in a giant ice cellar. Every inch of skin is being eroded by the cold. The result was less than 10 minutes. He then returned to the car. After he behaved himself for a while, the sky outside gradually darkened. So he began preparing for tonight's dinner. First, heat the oil in a wok. After the butter in the pan melts, he then put 4 tender steaks into the pot. Let the cheese on the steak melt slowly. Then he sandwiched the steak between 2 pieces of heated bread. Then spread on ketchup and mayonnaise. Just one look is enough to make your mouth water. Old Ren quickly took a bite. It's really crunchy and delicious. The scene changes. The restless old man put on his coat again. Opened the car door. The ice on the car body was thicker than before. It was indeed under the illumination of light. He could clearly see the snowflakes being violently blown by the storm. It was like a group of sharp blades flew through the air. Extreme low temperature of -30 degrees Celsius outside. No one can stay for more than 5 minutes. So, Lao Ren had no choice but to quickly get back into the car. Began to pray that they would get through the night safely. However, it is obvious. The old man seemed quite satisfied with the weather. Then he crawled into bed. She fell asleep peacefully during the live stream. He woke up very early the next day. These years, he still drinks a cup every morning when he wakes up. Black coffee habit. At this moment, he reached out and pulled back the curtains. But to my surprise, I discovered the car windows were already covered with a thick layer of ice and snow. It looks like the snowstorm lasted a long time last night. And when he actually stepped out of the car, he was immediately stunned by the sight before him. The car was completely covered by ice and snow, like a giant ice sculpture. It felt like stepping into the Ice Age. Only at this moment did he understand. It's so difficult to wake up safely. For safety reasons, he felt it was time to leave. However, the cockpit door was frozen shut. He had to crawl inside the carriage. Fortunately, the car is very durable. In such a harsh environment, the car can still start smoothly. During the car's preheating process, the elderly person can then easily remove the ice from the car. But only for a short while. His face was already red from the cold, so he decided to make breakfast. Let's add some positive energy. Only a simple partition is needed. This will allow him to return to his ideal physical condition. He then continued clearing the ice from the car, thanks to the heat generated by the car's interior heater. The ice on the window began to loosen. He then cleared out an area where he could observe the area ahead. He then quickly started the vehicle, slowly driving down the mountain. This thrilling and exciting snowfall has come to an end. Camping trip. In Freljord, where temperatures dropped to -20 degrees Celsius, Joward parked his RV in the snow. To escape the blizzard at that moment, he climbed the stairs back to his RV. The dog also followed them home. It was cold and dark outside at this time. In contrast, the RV is very warm and comfortable. Joward prepared some wings for the dog. Then take out the rice cooker. Use the outdoor power supply inside the car to cook some rice. While cooking, sort some garlic and onions in the kitchen. Pour in the minced meat, then stir-fry briefly. Add some chicken broth and sweet and sour sauce. Finish tonight's feast. Old Bridge, living alone in a simple dish. It's a very satisfying and delicious meal when served with a poached egg. Sitting on a comfortable sofa. Enjoy a peaceful evening and a delicious meal. The first thing after eating and drinking your fill. First, clean the kitchen. After all, the interior space of the car is not large. It is essential to keep the area clean and hygienic at all times. After cleaning, Joward opened the car door. It was still snowing heavily outside. For safety, he hid inside the car and turned on the heater. Go back to bed early and go to sleep. Early the next morning, although the heavy snow has stopped, but the ice and snow outside are still. Joward woke up early. I made myself a cup of hot coffee. I'm drinking coffee and trying to sober up in the RV. The man then opened the car door. Go outside down the stairs and play with the puppy. The dog that had been cooped up in the RV all day. It was already extremely difficult to endure. The cold sprite was even more exciting for him. After taking a stroll, Joward went back to the RV. Heat oil in a wok in the kitchen. Add eggs and bacon, paired with homemade naan bread. Make a delicious breakfast. I even let the dog try some too. After the man finished his breakfast on the sofa, he then opened the car door and went around the RV. Take the ski equipment from the storage room. Enjoy skiing around the RV park. Experience the cold, snowy forest with your dog. It's really very relaxing and stress relieving. Enjoy the fun of skiing. They were also amazed by the beautiful scenery before them. You can sit down anywhere when you get tired. Make a cup of hot coffee. Clean snow on the ground, heated. You can have a cup. With the dog's company, I didn't feel so lonely anymore. The man then walked back to his RV along the snow-capped mountain. Although it was quite cold outside, but skiing early in the morning was also very enjoyable. Just got back to the car. Utilizing the kitchen inside the RV, cook something to eat. Joward then put the equipment back in the storage room and stored the stairs away. Considering the upcoming blizzard, the man decided to drive his homemade RV. Leave this snowy land. He and his dog continued their RV camping trip. In the cold, snowy mountains of Alaska, Achuan is driving his homemade RV. We arrived at a wide open snowfield. The heavy snowfall at that moment made him decide to stop and stay. He removed the small wooden staircase from the RV. It makes it easy for me to get inside the RV. To cope with the low temperatures here, organs were stored in the storage compartment on the rear balcony of the car, used to supplement this space, with the wooden planks above providing cover, shelter them from the wind and rain. You can enjoy the scenery of the snow-covered forest here. After entering the RV, bedroom, kitchen, the small living room has all the features of a 3-bedroom, 1-living-room apartment. Turn on the interior lights. It instantly became warm and cozy. The man sat on the comfortable sofa and rested for a moment, planning a snowmobile camping trip for the next few days. Then they went outside. Braving the cold wind and blizzard, I looked around at This place attracts many RV camping enthusiasts. They parked their car in the snow. Convenient for camping here. Achuan's homemade RV is quite unique. You can spot it at a glance in a group of cars. After returning to the car, after clearing away the cold outside, he first added some fuel to the heater, able to provide heat to the room. This is also his only source of heat. Next, store the carrots and onions. Garlic chopped. Place in the stone pot. Arriving at the kitchen inside the RV, heat oil in a wok. Chop the carrots and onions. Simple, stirring. Add chicken breast and pan fry. Paired with chicken thigh meat. Sprinkle with some spices and sauce. Waiting for heating to complete. Next, combine flour and butter with egg liquid. Make good pot noodles. Simple, stirring. Then pour the shredded chicken into the soup pot. Finish preparing tonight's feast. He went to the sofa inside the car. Set up the folding table. Sitting comfortably inside the RV, enjoy the following delicious dinner. After eating and drinking to one's heart's content, he opened the car door. A thick layer of snow had already accumulated on the outdoor terrace, so he went outside via the stairs. The blizzard was very strong at that time. Fortunately, he has a warm and comfortable RV. It looked warm and cozy against the dark snow. After observing the following situations, Achuan still chose to hide inside the car early on. He boiled a kettle of water, cut some lemon, brew a cup of hot tea, spending the night alone in the car. It was late at night. He then turned off the lights. He will cry when he gets back to bed. Early the next morning, the heavy snow still hasn't stopped. The car has been completely covered. When the car door is opened, the snow on the terrace was already several tens of centimeters thick. I woke up. Achuan first made himself a cup of hot coffee and sweep the snow off the terrace. Put the car windows and hood. The heavy snow above has been cleared to restore normal and clear visibility from the driver's cab. To continue his camping trip, Achuan then drove off. "12. Can climb snow-capped mountains. When you're tired, go back to the RV. Living a solo RV travel life. That day, Aka drove his wooden camper van, driving through a snow-covered forest where snow is falling heavily. The snow here is already several tens of centimeters deep. For safety reasons, he decided to park on the spot. A short stay and camping trip here. A cargo took a large iron shovel from the car. Clean up the snow at the entrance of the RV. Cleared out a vacant lot. For my own and my dog's convenience in getting in and out. The man then opened the huge storage box. It contains polar snow camping equipment. Equipment needed for life. He installed a folding staircase at the entrance. Use bleeding again. The equipment cleared the snow from the ground and the surface of the wooden house. Then you can enter the interior. This homemade wooden cabin is spacious and comfortable. 3 bedrooms and 1 living room, fully furnished. Not only is there clean spring water available at any time, it also has a kitchen for cooking. To cope with the extreme cold environment of snowy days, there is a fireplace inside the car for heating. The man took out the stored firewood. Simply chop it into small pieces. Using the wood-cutting machine at their doorstep, processed into easily combustible fragments, they then obtained the large iron barrel of firewood for burning. Put it in the fireplace. Ignite with a spray gun. As the fire burned hot, in the extremely cold snowfield, it became much warmer. It gave the man and the dog a great sense of security. While the stove is heating up, the man cleared the snow off the car and used jacks to lift the RV. It has become much safer. After the initial setup of the campsite was completed, AKA took his dog out for a walk. A puppy that rarely sees snow. I'm very happy here. Please warm up this afternoon. You can go back to the warm camper van. It's really very comfortable and pleasant. Everything you could want is here. Able to meet all daily needs. Solar power system. Even in the snow, you don't need to worry. My heart feels as at ease as if I were at home. As dusk approached, the man began preparing today's dinner. He heated oil in a pan, melted butter, and sautéed the side dishes. Then placed the steak in the center of the iron pan to grill. The aroma is enticing. The aroma of caramelized bread is irresistible. Tender beefsteak. Even the dog loves to eat it. Evening. A deep blue sky enveloped the snow-covered forest. The man sat alone in the wooden camper van. Enjoying a steak dinner, having a dog by my side makes me feel very at ease. Not so lonely. The blizzard continued into the night. Warm lights illuminate the campsite. After the man had eaten and drunk his fill, he went outside. The tranquil snowfield instantly made him feel at peace. Inner stress relief and peace. Back in the car, the man took out the musical instrument, playing on a comfortable, soft sofa. The dog was completely engrossed in listening. He made himself a cup of coffee late at night and added firewood to the fireplace. Go to bed early and sleep in your warm blankets. Early the next morning, the fire in the furnace continued to burn. Men get up early. The firewood had burned out completely. He quickly chopped up the wood and put it into the fireplace. Pelvic heating. Get warm. The man started making breakfast early in the morning. He brewed a pot of coffee. Relax on a comfortable sofa. The car interior is warm and comfortable. A short-sleeved shirt is all you need to handle it. The dog was still lying comfortably on the sofa, waiting for the breakfast prepared by the man. Bread with eggs. Delicious and filling. To continue our camping trip, the man began clearing the snow using a snowplow and tidy up the equipment inside and outside the vehicle. The folded staircase was put back into the storage box. Lower the car's suspension to the front. With his dog driving the car, we continued our camping trip.